It is now my distinct honor to welcome our guest of honor, Professor Mohammad Rihan, Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy, a leader in India's clean energy transition, advancing solar technologies that will shape the nation's future energy landscape. We welcome you, sir.
The organizers, the ISW team, and all the distinguished speakers, participants, delegates, a very good morning to all of you. It's a pleasure for me to join all of you on such an important topic of discussion. I am an electrical engineer basically, so I would like to first make this connection that what I want to talk and how it is connected with all of us. If you see the present society, it is often said that this is a digital society. We are living in a digital society, and this is true to a large extent, because everything which we are doing, everything is connected with somehow with digital technology, innovations, internet, communication and all. But we miss the point that the thing which is driving this society, this digital society, is actually electricity. And to the credit of electrical engineers, we have built such a system that generally we don't bother about it, that what is running the system, because it is behind the scene running the whole society. And that is why some people are saying that electricity is the modern day air, because you feel only the absence of it. So when it is there, it is running the world for you. But the electricity use choices which we make, they have a direct connection with the environment, and since we are talking of good air, it has a direct connection with the air quality also. The most commonly used method around the world has been, for generating electricity, has been burning coal. So we prefer talking in numbers, so I will give you some numbers. If I burn coal to generate 1 unit of electricity, it leads to on an average 850 gram of carbon dioxide emissions. That is on the generation side. If I include the transmission distribution losses, then it comes to almost a 1:1 ratio, that 1 unit of electricity generated is 1 kg of CO2 emissions. Now, it is not only for electrical engineers, because as I said, every one of us is a user of electricity. So as a user, if I am using 1 unit of electricity which is based on fossil fuel based generation, then I am contributing to almost a kg of CO2 emissions. The concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere pre-industrialization era, 280 ppm. Right now, 423 ppm. A large part of it is because of burning of fossil fuels for generating electricity. Now, what is the solution? Can I go back, can I turn the clock back and start saying that stop using electricity because it is contributing to CO2 emissions? That is, right now that is not possible. So what is the other alternative? People say that the other alternative is shift to sources which do not contribute to CO2 emissions. But I will go one step further. If I draw a decarbonization pyramid for electricity sector, then its base is energy conservation, because conservation of electricity does not require any financial investment. It can be easily done. It can be easily done without impacting your uses also. The only thing is we have to be conscious that my electricity usage choice is leading to degraded environment. So the base of that decarbonization pyramid is energy conservation, and we need to create awareness about it. And it is not about financials only. If I have to avoid wastage of electricity, even if I can financially afford it. So that forms the base. If I come to the second step, then that is energy efficiency. I have to ensure that if alternate efficient options are available, I should switch to that. For example, if I am using a 1-star air conditioner, I should shift to 3-star or 5-star or inverter AC. And a great example of energy efficiency has been in the sector of lighting, illumination. We have come from filament lamp 100 watts to 22 watts CFL to 9 watts of LED. So that is, and you know, we have a target of doubling the energy efficiency by 2030 also. So the first step is energy conservation, second step is energy efficiency, and the top of the pyramid is the shift to green energy sources. So after working on conservation, efficiency, whatever genuine requirement is left, that should be met by solar sources like solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, etc. And we have been, as a country, we have been working aggressively on in this sector. If I talk about solar energy only, in 2011, we had only 10 megawatt of solar energy set up in the whole country. 2014, we had around 2.7 gigawatt of solar energy in the whole country. And few months back, we have crossed a century, and we are almost at 108,000 megawatt, that is 108 gigawatt. And this push is driven by none other than the Honorable Prime Minister himself. He has been raising the bar continuously, consistently. We started with 175 gigawatt of non-fossil sources by 2022. Then it was raised to 450 gigawatt of non-fossil by 2030. Now it is raised to 500 gigawatt by 2030, including 292 gigawatt by solar energy. So 108 gigawatt of solar is already working. If I talk about the last financial year only, so we have added 29 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel based capacity in the country, including more than 22 gigawatt of solar energy only. Many countries do not have grid size of installed capacity of this size, which we have added in just 1 year. The numbers are remarkable. Then if I talk about solar manufacturing sector in the country, we have already touched around 90 gigawatt of in-house manufacturing capacity, and it is coming up rapidly. More than 30 gigawatt has come up in the last year only. So this is how the electricity sector is radically getting transformed from a predominantly coal based system to a predominantly solar based system. We are looking at somewhere 1500 gigawatt of solar by 2047 and 5000 gigawatt of solar by 2060 to 2065. So these are the targets. Now why one obvious advantage of shifting to sources like solar energy is eliminating the emission of carbon dioxide. This is there, but there are other advantages also. One of the important advantages is it is ensuring energy independence, energy security. It is not subject to any imports. We are blessed with such a good sunlight. It is said that if any place is having 300 sunny days, then it is a perfect location for solar PV installation. Most parts of our country have more than 300 sunny days. So it is giving you energy independence. Second, a very important benefit of this source is that it is a perfectly modular and scalable system. If you want to install 1 kilowatt of solar plant, that will be consisting of the same solar panel put together. If you are installing utility scale, and you know many large scale plants have been developed in India, then again you will have the same component, only the number will increase. So, it is a perfectly modular system. So, because of this nature, it can be installed at the load side. For example, you have seen and many of you may be having, if your rooftop is permitting the rooftop solar plant. So, there is no challenge of losses, voltage drop, etc. If you do not require additional space also, if you have a rooftop, you can install it at your own place. And of course, it is because it is of distributed nature. You can install at your home, your institute, your university, your college. Because of its distributed nature, it is also leading to localized employment generation. So, these are other benefits of going to solar energy. So, normally we do not connect electricity usage with health, but if you see, it has a very strong connection, as I have mentioned, because CO2 emission is connected with global warming, and global warming is leading to so many effects, and many of those effects are directly related to health also. For example, every degree rise in Earth's temperature is leading to increase in vector borne diseases. Air pollution caused by burning of fossil fuels is a direct impact on health. There is a recent study where people are losing sleep also because of increased temperature. So, that has another impact on health. So, the most important point which I wanted to convey is, because even if we are not electrical engineers, we all are users of electricity, and we have to realize and appreciate the connection between electricity usage and health and good air. And one more thing, because it is your theme, water. You are talking about water. Water usage and energy are also directly connected. You will realize that electricity has made it easier to extract water, and that is leading to wastage of not only electricity, but wastage of water also. So, every action involved in whether pumping water, heating it, cooling it, it involves electricity also. So, if I avoid wastage of water, I am preserving water as well as I am avoiding wastage of electricity also. So, these are some of the things which I wanted to mention. Now, there is your program is focusing on all the important themes. For example, you are talking of sustainable development goals. One of the goals is directly related to energy, goal 7. Goal 7 is only about this, that how to ensure clean, affordable, green energy to all. Then you are talking of COP20 Delhi declaration, which has shift to solar energy and energy conservation as an important part. Then you are talking of transition from fossil fuels. This is an obvious thing. Then lifestyle for environment, as I have mentioned in the beginning, the base of this whole exercise should be push for conservation. Even if I can generate electricity by using solar energy, then also I should not be allowed to waste it. So, that forms an important part. Then you are talking of PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. This is a scheme where we are pushing for initially 1 crore households with rooftop solar PV plants. Then you are talking of plastic waste and mitigation and circular economy. Now, circular economy, ensuring circular economy in this solar sector is also very important. See, one thing is, as I mentioned in the beginning itself, we need to reduce the requirement. If I reduce the requirement, then I will need lesser solar panels, lesser batteries. So, we have to work on reducing the requirement also. Then we have to work on what will happen to these solar panels when they complete their life after 25 years, 30 years, 35 years or 40 years. We have to ensure that they are either reused. There are two areas where work is going on. One is on reuse. One panel has worked for 30 years or so. New technology has come, it is not suitable for power plant use, but can I use for street light? That is one thing. The second is recycling. We have to ensure that the panels are recycled properly. So this is an area where strong focus is there, and we need a push to have proper policies, industry setup, the whole system where panels are collected and recycled properly. So this is an area which is very important. Similar is the case for batteries also. We are going big for EVs and all, then there also again the large number of batteries are coming, although battery recycling is much better placed as of now compared to solar panel recycling, but both areas are important. So these are the important things which I wanted to highlight. My main message is that let us realize the connect between our electricity choices and the environment in general and health in particular, and whatever choices we are making, actually we are in turn contributing this to this whole environment challenge as well as the health issues. And I really appreciate the organizing team for arranging such an important discussion covering diverse topics from one aspect to another aspect, and also for making me a part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Rihan, for that enlightening keynote. May I now invite Mr. Kamal to kindly present a memento to Professor Mohammad Rihan as a token of our gratitude and appreciation.